10 financial goals to hit before you retire. Planning for retirement is not as easy as you might think. Retirement planning is not just financial, but also requires mental and physical planning. To have a comfortable and worry-free retirement, you need to take specific financial measures that we are about to describe. Dear viewers, if you appreciate the video and want to help us grow, we ask you to consider the idea of subscribing to our channel and making a donation to support us. Your support is essential for us and will allow us to continue creating interesting and useful content for you. You can do it here below, through the appropriate buttons, subscribe, and thanks. If you are interested, you can download my free retirement guide from the link in the description below. Now you are ready to start your golden years without worries. If that's the case, here are some financial goals to achieve before retiring to have an easy and carefree retirement. 1. Take stock of your assets and liabilities. Although it may seem boring and time-consuming, making a list of your assets and liabilities can help you determine how much easier your retirement life will be. As for investments, write down what investments, stocks, personal property, cars, and bonds you own. Knowing the size of your net worth can help identify potential sources of income to rely on in retirement. Once you have evaluated your assets, also write down your liabilities. These include personal loans, car loans, mortgages, student loans, and even credit card debts. Think about how to eliminate them. The key is to make sure that all debts are paid off before retiring. If you no longer have to pay monthly debts, you will have more money available for retirement and a more comfortable pension. 2. Set a retirement budget. Now that you have listed your assets, you need a budget. The income available during retirement is limited, so you need to set a budget accordingly. Write down your expected living expenses on a spreadsheet. These can range from living expenses, such as healthcare, taxes, and rent, to daily expenses, such as groceries and transportation. Once you have this spreadsheet, determine your fixed and variable costs. 3. Whether you retire early or late, knowing the numbers is crucial. There are many questions that need to be answered before thinking about retirement. For example, how much have you saved? What will my income be after retirement? What will be the tax changes in retirement? Are you aware of them? What are the future costs of healthcare? Have you calculated them? By asking yourself these questions from the beginning, you can avoid the headache of having to solve everything at the last minute. The Social Security calculator and the Retirement Income calculator can help you calculate when you will start receiving Social Security benefits and determine if your savings are enough to retire early. If they are, you can retire at 40. 4. Understand retirement benefits. Many people have heard of retirement benefits but do not know how to make the most of them, or maybe I'm just behind. In any case, let's take a closer look. The first thing to know is that the right to a pension is determined by the 35 years in which you have earned the most. The average retirement income comes from a combination of accumulated savings and pension payments, which must represent 70% of your current income to be safe. The downside of these payments is that they can only be received from the age of 62. In fact, the later you receive the benefits, the more you get. For example, if you delay receiving Social Security until the age of 67, you can receive up to 8% until the age of 70. Therefore, if you have not yet started receiving benefits, it's time to find out when you will need to do so. To better understand all of this, sign up for the free Social Security report. 5. Continue to grow your retirement savings, current job, pension salary, IRA, Social Security benefits, investment accounts, money earned during retirement. The list of sources of retirement savings is long. Most financial advisors recommend setting aside at least $1 million for retirement. It's no wonder that people need many financial resources for retirement. If you are nearing retirement but still need to work for a while longer, don't worry. A late retirement will only enrich your savings. One thing you can do is increase the percentage of your savings each month. This month it could be 5% of your income, next month 6%, and so on. The old rule of thumb is that every year you spend 4% of your retirement portfolio. This means that if you have $1 million in retirement, you will spend about $40,000 a year. This is a high amount. Start saving on time and take advantage of any additional income streams as soon as possible. 6. Review your estate plan before moving on, as in the video. Otherwise, give a thumbs up. As soon as possible, have you reviewed your estate plan? This is a preparation that describes in detail the distribution of assets and liabilities in case of illness or death. It is usually done with the help of a lawyer specializing in estate planning and should be done when you are of sound mind. Estate plans are generally made up of 3 documents: living will, trust, and will. Each of these documents is briefly described below. The living will is a document that describes in detail your wishes regarding healthcare and the proxy you have chosen. The trust focuses on a third party who holds all your assets and interests for the benefit of all your beneficiaries. This allows assets to be distributed more quickly than with a traditional will. The final document is the will, which describes in detail your wishes and how you want your assets to be distributed. This document comes into effect after your death and, as happens in many cases, is divided among family members. Now that you know your estate plan, it is important to establish it as soon as possible. The good news is that you can change it at any time, as long as you are of sound mind. 7. Assess your health before retiring. Before deciding to retire, take advantage of employee health benefits. Make sure you are up to date with annual medical checkups, hearing aids, dental care, medications, and vision, because once you retire, you will no longer be entitled to these benefits. In short, make sure you are healthy in every way. You can also ask your doctor or insurance company about your health, fitness, and nutrition in retirement. Most retirees have health insurance, especially those over 65, and Medicare is the most common way to enroll. Find out now how Medicare works and what it covers. This way, you will understand how Medicare works and will be less likely to encounter unpleasant surprises. For example, Medicare does not cover dental care, glasses, contact lenses, and other things. It is therefore better to take care of these aspects while you are still using your employer's health card. Maintaining good physical health during retirement is essential for a good quality of life and can certainly help keep healthcare costs low. As the old saying goes, health is wealth. 8. Consider your housing needs before cashing in your last paycheck. Ask yourself if your current home is suitable for your golden years. If not, it's time to start thinking about your housing needs. Do I want to move to a new city? Do I want to live near family and friends? Has my mortgage already been paid off? These are the questions you should start asking yourself now. If you are thinking of renegotiating your mortgage, now is the time to do so while you are still employed. It is, in fact, easier to get approval now than after retirement. If you need advice on housing costs after retirement, visit the Retirement Housing Foundation. 9. Plan retirement with your partner before deciding to retire. Discuss your retirement plans with your sweetheart. You need to know what they think about your decision. Will one of you continue to work and the other start retiring, or will you both retire at the same time? Make sure you are on the same wavelength. Many couples have problems during retirement and consider divorce. You don't want your marriage to follow the same path. The best thing is to plan together and strategize how you will spend your retirement. This will also help them understand if they can afford to retire early. 10. Plan the trips you can afford. Finally, the most fun part is planning the places you will visit. One of the joys of retirement is spending years exploring the world. To avoid boring days, save now and prepare your wish list. While saving, make sure to set them aside in a separate account so you don't spend all your money on your post-retirement vacations. In addition to this, you also need to think about what you will do after the vacations. What will you do to make the most of every day? Once you return home, you may feel bored. Research your hobbies and find courses and groups nearby that relate to them. These are things to think about before retiring. Write a retirement checklist that includes travel, new hobbies, and volunteering with charities. Remember that once you retire, all the time is yours. Use it wisely. In the comments, share your direct experience related to the topic covered today. We want to learn more and will gladly respond to any questions. Comment to let us know how we can improve. Your like would make us happy. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video.